There's a quote that uh, your greatest accomplishment are the ones that you leave behind. It's about your legacy, but it's not a personal legacy. It's about the way in which you're able to share your knowledge and instill passion maybe in someone else that you can help them become successful in the future. And I coached 1 year in high school with my dad again, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Like, there's no other job that I've done that's harder than coaching, because at that time it was right fresh out of college. It was the year after, because I took a 1 year break between Cal Baptist and law school, and I worked for my dad and also coached for him. And I think at that point I was so highly, like, still within the competitive mindset that I did a disservice to some of the kids. Like, I was so invested in, okay, this is my first year of coaching. What is it going to look like on me? And what is their success? I think I intertwined their success with my success, and I think that was a big mistake. And was really tough on the kids, and I honestly would become like angry if they quit or they just didn't seem like they're fully into it. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that now that haven't been coaching for a while, or I'm coaching in another aspect. You mentioned jujitsu. My mindset kind of shifted, and I've seen the success that my brother has had at North High School, and
Yeah.
the way that he coaches, and I just realized that it's not about at the end of the day, and I think I made it about me too much. Um, so if I were to go back and coach, it would be more just trying to instill values in the kids and character, and not necessarily focus don't necessarily focus too much on the outcome. Because I think we had a lot of good seniors that year. They were just kind of checked out, and it drove me kind of nuts because I was, you're fresh out of college, and you're very, like, like, you were in a extremely tough conference. You had Zahid Valencia right there. I think you took second. Like, you had him in the finals. Like, you had a absolute grind of a conference, and competitive, or competitors. And when you come out of that environment, you're very, I think, focused on doing well and excellence, and things like that. So I think I just had a little bit too much of that mindset, and I wasn't ready to just have that, I guess, broad view of coaching, and the greater, I guess, just like a more zoomed out version. And
Yeah.
so I struggled with coaching, but jujitsu has been great. And I think because the thing with these kids at the school that I train at is they're competing, and they're extremely hungry to learn wrestling, because they don't come from that background. Like, matter of fact, like, one of our kids he's a baseball kid. He just grew up playing baseball, played in college, and then just decided to switch over because he likes, like,
Right.
UFC and things like that. So he's just, like, eager to learn wrestling. So it's like kind of a stark difference than what I had in high school. And so that's been really fun, because it's just about making it fun for them and teaching them little fun, fundamental skills. And you can see the progression a lot. I know my brother said a lot, like, his kids, they don't come from, very good environments. A lot of them, their coaches aren't even, or excuse me, their parents aren't even in the picture. And so those kids, I mean, he said they're very hungry to learn, they're really eager. And for him, that makes a difference too.
Yeah.
If it's two-sided, you're pouring in a lot, you're passionate, and the kids are also passionate and they want to learn.